Hi everybody, I'm David Thurston, ARPAS-UK, and welcome to this Fireside Chat. I'm really pleased to welcome Mitch and Alana from Trendspek all the way from Australia, who we're very lucky to have joined us to talk about their product. So what I'll do is I'll hand over to Mitch, and Mitch, if you'd like to give us a bit of a background to your product, please.
No worries, Dave. Thanks for having us. And g'day to our mates over there at ARPAS-UK. My name's Mitch Deam. I'm one of the co-founders and directors at Trendspek. We're a structural lifecycle management software that specialises in the operate and maintain phase of a physical asset's lifestyle. What we do and what we do best is we digitize workflows and we become a digital system of record for any physical asset that exists. Our typical clients include energy, ports infrastructure, universities, critical infrastructure, and assets such as bridges, warehouses, those sorts of things. As well as digitizing the inner workflows and working with engineering partners and so on. One of the critical components of Trendspek is the ultra high resolution 3D model that exists at the heart of Trendspek, and that provides the fidelity for asset inspectors, engineers, and asset owners to understand the exact state of their physical asset, how they intend to inspect it, how they remediate it, and how they report against the resilience of that structure and the capital planning that might be involved for that structure moving forward. And with me today is Alana Flack, our head of delivery and services manager, who engages with members from ARPAS UK to capture that data for us. We do use a range of different data ingestion techniques, be they drone or other forms of robotics, but typically that ultra high resolution model is first captured by a drone, and that's where organisations like ARPAS UK helps us as a software company gain that reach into the UK to establish that network and to capture that data for us. So, Alana, if you could introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, I'm Alana. As Mitch has said, I do coordinate captures for our clients. Generally, that is understanding the outcomes that a client is after. So, what is it in particular that they are looking at on their asset? Is it windows? Is it roofs? From there, I work with our capture providers to ensure that we are getting the correct data for our customers. And also, along the way, we can help provide capture assistance. So if we do have clients that do have in-house drone teams, we can create capture guides. We do have free resources as well that ARPAS have supplied as well, which also helps with photogrammetry and best case practices as well.
That's brilliant. Thank you both. Can perhaps we talk through, sort of from a drone operator's point of view, what the workflow would be like?
What we generally do is we will start the journey quite early. So we always want to make sure that we do have drone service providers available in areas that our clients are in. So the first steps generally would be an onboarding process with myself. So I'd like to know a bit about your company, the equipment that you have. So we do need to ensure that the drones being used are RTK based, are using the right megapixel cameras, and are high resolution. From there, we generally go through what I call is just a data set upload, where I get to just see where you're at as far as photogrammetry is concerned. I usually will get feedback from our processing team as well, just to see if there were any issues with the capture. So maybe there wasn't enough overlap, or maybe there wasn't enough transitional imagery between the roof and facades, or elevations, as we call them in the UK. And generally, I will work alongside the capture providers or drone service providers to ensure that they're upskilled enough for what our clients do need. Generally, from that point, we work closely together, and any opportunities that do arise, we offer that to our preferred capture provider network. And we don't dictate pricing or anything else like that. It's generally connecting clients with people that we know are great captures, can do the service, and speak the same language as we do. So that's generally the workflow. Once the data is collected, then we do go through a feedback loop at the end, giving any feedback from the client or anything from our point of view, from a processing point of view, or anything that could be done better in the future.
Would it be fair to say it's probably a different way round to the workflow that is provided by the drone operator, the reporting software? Whereas in this instance, it's the property or infrastructure manager who owns the software, and then the drone operator or whoever's doing the capture, whatever sort of capture, then feeds that information into the software.
Yeah, correct. So, we do have drone service providers that do come to us who do have clients that are looking for a structural lifecycle management platform. So we can go either way with that as well. So, sometimes there are drone service providers that are looking for a solution for their clients, and we can help them through that journey as well. And also on the value piece and what that could mean for an asset owner across their whole portfolio, or even engineering services across their projects and portfolios as well.
And I think that's of interest. So, obviously at ARPAS, we have membership in the end user, the asset owners, as well as the drone operators. So it's sort of a product that will cover both, so all sides of that spectrum, I think. So what's the sort of output, the end product look like?
So obviously it always goes down to what capture has happened as well. So generally for anything that I am managing, we are looking for an inspection grade model. So we're looking at a resolution of a 1.5 millimeter GSD, so very high resolution. And what you get is a beautiful model that you could measure cracks, you can see defects, you can see bolts, you name it, you can see on the model itself. So that's the high resolution that we're aiming for.
Right. And then obviously the asset owner can then use that for, directing remedial work or preemptive remedial work. Yeah. I know that you're going to give us some sort of examples of the output material that we can upload to the website to go with the website. Is there anything sort of else you wanted to say about Trendspek?
Look, I think Trendspek is a really great platform. I probably say that because I'm biased. But a lot of the feedback that we've had, so like even from a drone service provider point of view, we actually had engaged him to do captures on our behalf. And once he had done captures and saw the platform for himself, he was like, oh, I have all these clients that need this. So I think it's one of those things that you don't realize what you need until you actually see it, and it actually can solve a lot of problems.
We work with, specifically Alana will reach out to your members, Dave, or ARPAS members like us, and help expand our network. And there are a number there that we have worked with. There's the Puffin crew, InView, to name a couple that have been, friends of ours for a number of years now. And we contract to them to conduct those ultra high resolution inspections that our clients need. So it's not so much selling software to drone organizations. It's working with them to help enable our clients and to help enable their clients as well. So probably the point of difference, and I know we've spoken about this in the past, David, is that we typically work with our drone partners to work into these large enterprise organizations rather than sell directly to them, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And I think that's sort of like the thing. So with drone operators, that's the sort of the advantage that you offer to them is the ability to work with them to perhaps then talk to the asset owners about using Trendspek for their assets.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're a key enabler, just like an engineering firm, for example. So engineering firms at Alana also engages to conduct the inspection phase of the asset management lifecycle or the remediation phase of that same lifecycle. We engage them equally the same way. So they effectively become a subcontractor is one way to go about it, or we can work together on a joint sales proposition as well. Sure. It really just depends on the company or the client that we're mutually servicing.
A lot of our members are end users, asset owners themselves as well, so they might well be interested. So I think moving forward now, is it how if anybody's interested in talking to you, we'll provide contact details. But do you want to run through
Yeah,
the best way to get hold
absolutely.
of you?
Yep. So we're a software that can be subscribed to either by the asset owner or the drone organisation. But to get in contact with Trendspek, just via our website is the best place to start. We're prolific on the social media, on LinkedIn, but we're also members at ARPAS UK. So our details are available through your internal networking website, David, as well. When it comes to our drone service provider partners or capture partners, you'll immediately be linked up with our head of delivery, Alana, and she'll put you through her thorough and frightening vetting process before you're allowed on site with our clients.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to have to up my game a bit. I think so with drone catchers.
No, not at all.
I think so.
Mitch, Alana, thank you very much. It's been very interesting. And anybody wants to get in contact with Trendspek, I guess just do a search engine or come to the ARPAS website and the details will be there. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.